Hey y'all, it's Ashley, aka Miss Glamour Puss, and this is my second video of the day. And somebody inboxed me and asked me some questions about the sulfur 8 I was talking about in my last video as far as growing back my edges. So I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the products that I used. And basically it's two main products, but you know, a few other things. The two main products I used were the sulfur 8 medicated original formula, and I used the wild growth light oil moisturizer. And let me tell you guys, so you know, I am a fan of sew-ins, and I just love sew-ins. So for a while I was, if you look back at my old videos, I try to switch my part up, but I do prefer my part on one side as opposed to the other. And I prefer my part on this side, and I don't know why, but I guess I'm just used to doing this, and when my bangs are going the opposite way, it confuses me sometimes. And anyway, so I usually keep my part on this side, and I had like 2 or 3 installs, which I kept in for like 6 weeks a piece, where my part was on this side. So on the side that was out, you know, on the edges that were out, I used this Wigget edge smoother, which I like more than the olive oil edge control, but I got this one. And on that side, you know, my edges really were nice and healthy, I guess because I was putting this on every day and they were staying nice and, you know, moisturized. And the side that was covered by the part, y'all, I had like no edges. Like, it was really bad. You know, it was like Naomi Campbell bad. I mean it's a bit extreme, but it was pretty bad. And you know, to the point where I didn't want to switch my part up to this side anymore, because then it was like, you know, very thin here. So I was like, I have to do something to get my edges back under control. And then my nape area, you know, I find myself, when I have a sew-in, I don't take care of my hair like I should, so my nape area back here was kind of short when he was doing it, so he never braided it up, and I never moisturized it or anything, so it broke off, and it was like shaved back there. It was very, very bad. So what I started doing, I was like, Ashley, you gotta get your life together. I started moisturizing my hair, and I would just use a moisturizer. Sometimes I would use like this Cantu Shea Butter, and sometimes I would use this Blue Magic Argan Oil. Sometimes I would use this Hollywood Olive Cream, and sometimes I would use this Elastic QP. This is my second one. I had the original one first, and it just depended on what I grabbed, didn't matter. And I would just put that on my edges to moisturize, and around my back, and then I would go back and I would part my hair, you know, just little parts, and I would put this onto my scalp, and then I would go throughout my whole, you know, what parts of my hair I could with this wild growth moisturizer. I did this, you know, at the very end of my sewing, once I realized what was happening, and then once I got my sewing out and I started wearing wigs, then I would do it more often, and I would do it to basically my whole hair or anywhere I thought was thin, and it has really, really worked. So it took me about 3 months, but my edges, I mean, they're back in full effect. The back of my hair, which was like shaved, I probably have about 1 inch or so of hair back here now. So I'm really happy with the results. And ever since I did, you know, my TWA, and even before, when I was kind of semi-transitioning, before I, you know, got overzealous and chopped, I would just part my hair in 4 sections. Well, really like 3, because I didn't have much hair in the front. And I would spray some water on it. Then I would put one of these moisturizers on it, and I would seal it with this wild growth oil. And so that's kind of what I'm doing now, except now in my water bottle I added some glycerin and some olive oil, and I use this to moisturize. And then I start sealing with this virgin coconut oil, because I'm really liking that. but I do still use my elastic QP. So that's what I'm doing, and y'all, my hair is just feeling so good. Like, I'm really in love with my natural hair. I mean, it's crazy. Like, I come home and I take my wig off, and my husband's like, your hair is really pretty, and you know, that makes me feel good. But my hair is just very soft, and that glycerin is, if you have natural hair and you're not onto this glycerin thing, like, you're really missing out. Like, my hair feels so good and so moisturized. And keep in mind, I live down here in the south, so it never gets too cold. It just feels very, very good. My hair feels so soft. So that's it. I don't really shampoo my hair too much. I've been co-washing it with whatever. I've used some olive oil stuff. I've used some silicone mix. I've used some herbal essence. So that's all I'm doing, guys. And I'm watching all these videos. Excuse me. I'm getting tips from all you guys. And I still haven't done my Kimmy tube, but I'm going to do that maybe tonight. So yep, that's it. And that's my video. And I know that's long and drawn out, but that is where I am with my hair right now. If I want to find curls, I use some Eco Styler gel. And I'm good right now, and I'm really loving this natural hair thing. I really am. You know, I want to get to the point where I can rock it outside, but right now, I'm learning to love it, and I'm embracing it, and I'm very happy. So, that's all, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.